Hello students, welcome back to the session number 11 on the chapter rational numbers. Children, we have learnt in our previous sessions properties of rational numbers, that is closure property, commutativity, associativity under 4 different arithmetical operations, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. In our previous session, that is session number 10, we learnt associativity and we summarized that associativity or associative property for all the type of numbers in the form of a table. Children, today we are going to learn 4th property called role of 0. It is just one phrase for making you to understand that here we are learning only about 0. In fact, there is a name for this property also. I will tell you once we see some examples and we understand the meaning of role of 0, the name of this property. Okay, children? Now, see, try to understand. I have taken rational numbers. A rational number, you consider any one rational number. For example, I have taken 2. 2 is also a rational number and it can be even called as specifically natural number also. Next, I am adding to it. That means this role of 0 comes for an operation addition. So, you have to remember here when we are learning role of 0, that means we are learning it for addition. When I add to this rational number 2, 0 or to 0 this rational number added gives us the same number 2. Can you tell me other than 0 doing this? That is, when to any rational number for example, now I will take minus 3 upon 5. When I add any number to this minus 3 by 5 or minus 3 by 5 added to that number gives us same rational number minus 3 by 5. Is there any such number other than 0 doing this? Here no number other than 0 does this. So, this is the speciality of a 0, that is the role of 0 in addition. Children, we have 0 being the only number whenever it is added to any rational number or any rational number added to 0 giving the same rational number. So, that is the speciality of 0 in addition or under addition. So, try to understand, we need to know, is this property called any specially with some name? Yes, there is a special name, children. We call this property as identity. Identity we call. And what type of identity it is? It is additive identity. Additive identity. That means additive identity, which means identity property under the operation addition or with respect to the operation addition. So, this 0 is specially called as additive identity element. Okay, children. Here there is one more condition. For any rational number, when 0 is added or that rational number is added to 0 gives the same rational number. We know that here minus 3 by 5 belonging to the rational number set. Not only this, even 0 is also, that is additive identity also belonging to the rational number set. If at all this additive identity element, that is 0, is not part of this rational number set, then I cannot call rational number set following additive identity property. I cannot call, if 0 is not a part of that set, then the number set being additive identity, following additive identity. Where it happens? To which type of numbers it happens? Children, remember 0 is not part of natural numbers. That means natural number set cannot have additive identity element, means it will not follow additive identity property. But for the rest of the type of numbers what we learnt, whole numbers onwards, 0 is a part of them. Therefore, whole number set, integer set and fractions. Is fractions will contain 0 or do not contain? They also do not contain, they also doesn't contain. Therefore, fractions also do not follow additive identity property because 0 is not part of it. So, which are the type of number sets follow the additive identity property? Whole numbers, because 0 is a part of them, integers and rational numbers. So, we will sum it up after writing this property in a sentence form mathematically, then we will sum it up with the help of a table. Okay? Ha, children, here this additive identity property we define mathematically like this. Let A be any rational number and 0 is also a rational number, or it is only the rational number, making or being like A plus 0 is equals to 0 plus A is equals to A, which means when 0 is added to any rational number or any rational number added to 0 gives us that the same rational number what we have taken. So, it is done by only that 0, only that 0. Since rational number set containing this 0, we can say rational number set follows additive identity property. Okay? We know here some examples we can write. I have given you already some examples. What do we call here 0? Here 0, that is called as additive identity element. Additive element. Okay, write some examples on your own beneath of this. Okay, children, then we will sum it up this with the help of one table. Hazir. See children, here for different types of numbers, additive identity property, or we can say roll of 0 as it is in your textbook. Additive identity. See, try to observe, is 0 part of the natural numbers? No. When 0 is not a part of the natural numbers, obviously additive identity property will not be there. Then, is 0 is part of whole numbers? Yes. When 0 is a part of whole numbers, to any whole number 0 added or any whole number added to 0 gives the same whole number. So, additive identity under whole numbers, additive identity for whole numbers is true. For integers, 0 is a part of integers, therefore, obviously additive identity property for integers also true. Yes. For fractions, is 0 is a part of fractions? No. When 0 is not part of fractions, obviously additive identity property will not be there for fractions. Next, for rational numbers, 0 is a part of rational numbers, therefore, definitely rational number set follows additive identity property, therefore, we can say additive identity property for rational numbers is true, it is there. Next, children, we are going to learn one more property called roll of 1. After learning that roll of 1 property, in the same table I will sum it up roll of 1 for these types of numbers. Okay? Ha children, now we will learn one more property called roll of 1. See children, this is also called as multiplicative identity. What does this 1 tells us? Under the operation multiplication, that we will learn through some example. See children, roll of 1 or identity property under multiplication or multiplicative identity property tells us that if you take any rational number multiplied by this special number 1 or that number 1 multiplied by minus 3 by 5 gives us that same rational number. So, whether I multiply 1 to any rational number or any rational number multiplied to 1 gives us the same number. It is done by other than 1. Any one number, any number of rational number set, will it be done other than 1? No. So, that is why it is the unique fellow. He is the only number. 1 is only the number. We say unique fellow. That's why it is called identity, but under multiplication. So, one is called multiplicative identity element or identity element under multiplication. So, how do we define mathematically role of 1 or multiplicative identity property? Means let A be any rational number and 1 is only the rational number such that any number multiplied by 1 or 1 multiplying to the any number or any number multiplying to 1 gives us the same number. Therefore, rational number set to follow which property? Multiplicative. I will write here down. Children, here therefore we call rational number set to follow multiplicative identity property, or I can say rational number set follows identity property under multiplication. So, 1 is the identity element under multiplication for rational numbers. Here 1 is called as multiplicative identity element. So, this is the role of 1. Okay. Now, we will sum it up this role of 1, that is multiplicative identity property for the different types of numbers. Children, now for different types of numbers, how will be this role of 1 property, or this role of 1 property is also called as multiplicative identity. See children, here this multiplicative identity property, if you are going for verifying or if you are going for checking for different types of numbers, you must think whether multiplicative identity element, that is 1, is part of the type of numbers or not, whether 1 is there in that set of numbers or not. You have to watch that. First, natural numbers. Is 1 is a part of natural number set? Yes. If 1 is a part of natural number set, any natural number multiplied by 1 or 1 is multiplied by any natural number, the same what we have taken will be resultant. Therefore, for natural number set, multiplicative identity property will be there. Though additive identity is not true for natural number set, multiplicative identity for natural number set is true. So, that we have to carefully watch it. Next, for whole numbers, yes, 1 is part of whole numbers, it is true. For integers, 1 is part of integers, therefore, multiplicative identity property for integers is true. For fractions now, is 1 is a part of fractions? Yes. So, therefore, 1 is a part of fractions, obviously even for fractions also multiplicative identity property is true. For rational numbers, since 1 is a part of rational numbers, multiplicative identity property is true. So, totally for all these types of numbers, multiplicative identity property is true, holds true. So, that is the role of 1. So, next class, in our next session, we will be learning about a new property called distributive property. So, knowing the meaning of distributive property, what you learnt in your previous class only, will proceed for rational number set. Okay? Thank you, children.